Imbue Paladin is definitely one of the best decks in Hearthstone right now, and you could be hitting easy legend with it if you know how to play it. We had a coaching session with this deck on the last stream with Jadis, who is an 11x player, so even though the games are not in top legend yet, we are still playing against top 10% legend players, which is something a lot of people actually don't realize. In this video, I'm gonna go over the deck, talk about mulligans, win rates, as well as some general tips and breakpoints you need to be thinking about when piloting this deck. So if you're serious about Hearthstone, drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget you can have some Hearthstone coaching. Now, let's check out the deck.
You are not prepared!
This is the variant we picked up, 58% 0.5 win rate for the last 3 days from Diamond to Legend, with 1200 games, so definitely pretty decent. And the card here is Hand of a Doll. The rest looks pretty standard stuff, honestly, nothing really to write home about. But as you see, there are plenty of different iterations of Imbue Paladin out there, so depending on what your meta is, you might want to be swapping a card or two here and there if you want to better your odds for your current meta. Here's the list up close, nothing really spectacular as you saw. We have a couple of Ages of Lights, which is a great way to imbue your hero power nice and early, and it is probably the best thing you could be doing on turn 1. Also gives you a body on the board, which you could actually buff with the added Hand of a Doll here, which could be kinda cool. So definitely a pretty cool spell to be having for turn 1. Dragon Scale Armament, on the other hand, not that ideal for your turn 1, and I always actually mix these up when I'm looking at them, like the art is just a little bit too similar for my eyes. But yeah, this is something you would much rather play a little bit later in the game, especially once your imbue breakpoint is very good for you. Like turn 3 would be a pretty good imbue breakpoint, turn 6 has some pretty nice stuff, 7, 8, and 10. Don't waste your time too much on the other breakpoints, because they're just not giving all that much for you. Couple of Righteous Protectors are a very nice defensive tool for you, not necessarily something you want to be playing on turn 1 for the most part, but you can definitely use this girl to take some fat hits for you instead of your face. The Bitterbloom Knight, self-explanatory, great way to imbue your hero power and whatnot. Equality works really well for you, and you could usually combo it off with Consecration, but sometimes you could also be creative with it. And Equality could actually be very nice for you once you actually imbued your hero power to 10, because that's gonna start giving you the 12-7 Briar Spawn Drakes, and that way you basically ensure that the opponent is gonna be taking 11 damage per Briar Spawn Drake, and you could actually be sneaking some cheeky lethals that way. We are gonna talk a little bit more about the different breakpoints after I'm done with the deck, so hold tight. The Hand of a Doll, decent for some extra card draw. It's also something to do on turn 2. You don't have that many amazing things. I mean, you do. The Red Scale Dragon Tamer is definitely very good. The Bitterbloom is very nice. All that kind of stuff, but Hand of a Doll also ain't bad apparently. The Red Scale Dragon is in here, so you can hopefully fish out your Gold Petal Drake on time, but you can also get yourself the Dream Warden that way, or your Anachronos, so there's that. Consecration, pretty decent follow-up for your Equality. Just don't forget Equality also sets your idiots down to 1 health, so if you're planning on drawing cards, getting yourself extra imbue idiots on the board, maybe do the Equality first, and then decide what the rest of the turn looks like. It's a little bit of hit and miss, because yeah, you would like to get that extra information, but sometimes that extra information could get hurt by the Equality. The Gold Petal Drake, very nice. It's your best imbue card because it has it both on the Battle Cry and on the Death Rattle, and that is one of the reasons why the free mana Imbue Dragons are a very good breakpoint to hold on to for a while. So yeah, try not to be wasting things like Ages of Light or your Dream Warden until you have actually reached at least level 3 of your imbues. In some cases it's still okay, especially if tempo is the name of the game, but if you're trying for value, 3 is where the value starts for you. The Petal Picker is also pretty nice, gives you a lot of card draw, and it's usually good to actually use this guy when you have used your hero power a few times, so you have better odds of actually filling the board with a bunch of imbued dragons that way. But in some cases it's also not a bad thing just to do it for the sake of extra resources, because your hand does get lonely here and there. Dream Wardens, again, pretty decent minion. It's basically a 4 mana 5/6 with Taunt, and it also draws you an extra dragon on the board with the imbue stuff, so very nice. Just make sure you've actually set yourself up for success and you do actually have an imbued dragon to fish out with this guy. The Flutter Wings, another very decent imbue minion for you. Very nice and chunky with the Divine Shield, with the Taunt, with the decent stats. Not a bad thing to be doing on turn 4 or later for that matter. Couple of Ursine Mauls help you always have the Ursol plus Renewing Flames on time when you need them. But you can also get yourself Anachronos this way, so keep that in mind. And if you've drawn a lot, maybe even Nomelia would be at your grasp, but yeah, she's usually not something you get from the mall. Nomelia Nomelia is pretty decent. Again, you could be comboing her off even with Equality if Consecration never came, but Nomelia is just straight up a lot of damage, and she is one of the main cards you should be playing around nowadays, so definitely be smart about how you position when you're playing against this deck, and with this deck for that matter, because Nomelia is very popular lately. Anachronos, very, very cool way to actually stall the opponent nicely, and you gotta be smart about how you actually use Anachronos as well as Equality and Consecration. Like, it would be far better if you actually start off with Anachronos and then save the Equality Consecration for the board that comes back from Anachronos, as well as whatever the hell the opponent built through that time. So yeah, be smart about how you set yourself up for success with this one. It is very important to be able to actually prolong and maximize on the effects of your removals. Don't just use Equality Consecration because it feels okay. Actually ask yourself, can you handle one more turn perhaps? So you can actually Anachronos and then Equality Consecration the whole board plus whatever he played against you further. Definitely very, very important skill to have with this one. The Renewing Flames, very, very nice. Give you a lot of damage, gives you a lot of healing, that kind of stuff, and you don't need me to tell you how strong it is for free turns thanks to Ursol. But you could be using the first one just to stabilize in some cases. The second one, definitely you would rather save it for an Ursol play, that kind of stuff. All around, the deck has several different ways of actually winning games, and some matchups you could just straight up be tempoing as much dragons as you can. It's definitely a good idea to be trying to hero power as much as you can as well, so you can get yourself a lot more extra dragons on the board as a bonus here and there. After all, you do have a decent chunk of card draw with this one, so the more random dragons you get out of it, the better. But you also need to be smart about when you're actually drawing cards, depending on the imbue level you're at. In the mid game, you could be taking the game by storm with the help of things like Ursol plus Renewing Flame usually is the way to go. The first Ursol Renewing Flame does not have to be going face, like would be nice if it does, but it usually doesn't. You just play it to stabilize. The second Renewing Flame out of Ursol though is gonna be preferably some way you could be actually going face, and Anachronos can help big time in that case, Equality Consecration, that kind of stuff. And if the opponent is still kicking after those Renewing Flames and such, you switch over to just Big Boy Dragon mode and try to take the game like that. You're gonna see through the gameplay that we did have some different situations where we actually won the game differently, depending on what the matchup is, depending on what the game actually pivoted into. As I said, it's very important to know the different breakpoints with this deck. For instance, on 1 mana Imbue Dragons, you could be getting just these, Gift Wrap Whelp, and the high roll would be Ship Churgeon. Nothing to write home about really, but it is definitely better than just a lowly 2-1. For the 2 drops, you only have Fairy Dragons and Petal Peddlers, so not the worst thing in the world, but free is where the money's at, because here you get to start seeing things like Gold Petal Drakes, which are definitely the high roll, but you could also get yourself a Fate Trickster, which again is going to be fishing out your 7 mana spells, which also ain't no joke. The low rolls here would be the Bronze Explorer and the Ember Scarred Whelp, and you're also not going to be super happy about a Nightmare Dragonkin, even though in some cases this could be quite the high roll, because if you get yourself something like a 6 mana Ursol, well, why wouldn't you after all? The 4 drops are kinda okay. This one is a pretty decent one to be getting. Chia Drake kinda crappy. This one's okay-ish. This one pretty mediocre. It's a 3/4 only. Gorgon Zormo is a 4 drop. I was yesterday years old when I realized this guy got nerfed a long time ago. Just never really crossed my mind, I guess. Illusory Drake, not the worst thing in the world actually. This one not so hot, but not the worst either. Twilight Drake is the big low roll on these. As for 5 drops, we have a few good ones, a few mediocre ones. Dozing is okay, I guess. Frostburn Matriarch, pretty mediocre if you ask me. This one ain't bad, it's kinda annoying to deal with as a 5 mana dragon. The Tending Dragonkin, not amazing. Same with Zarimi, same with... The Tormented Dreadwing is actually not a bad thing to be getting though, cause you are going to be able to thin out the deck because you have a grand total of 5 dragons in there. As for 6 drops, the Clay Matriarch is pretty high rolly. Elusive Worm is also pretty nice, but you do have this bitch of a low roll, the Origami Dragon. Very, very horrible to get. You're not going to be very happy about a Varanus as well, but it's okay-ish, I guess. At the 7 mana is where the real high roll is, which would be Essandre, but you also have several different low rolls, including Vanilla Stat Anachronos, which is not the worst, I guess, same with Nasdormu. The Chillmaw could be considered a high roll, especially if you have a dragon and you're in need of some board clear, but it can also be a low roll for you, because sometimes you're the one with the board and this guy deals damage to everything else. Nefendra can also be kind of a bitch because that Death Rattle could actually prevent you from getting bigger, better things. Like imagine if you draw Nefendra into a Sandre and the opponent kills the whole board, let's say with a Ceaseless Expanse. Well, Nefendra is gonna fill the board with a bunch of 1/1s and a Sandre ain't gonna do shit. At 8 drops, you also have a very curated pool of dragons with the Draconic Delicacy, which is a 8 mana 6/6 rusher that can only take 1 damage at a time, which can be very sticky, and against some opponents it can actually be a very big high roll for you. Kalecgos can allow you to actually cast the 7 mana spell for 0 perhaps. And you also have the low roll, which will be Primordial Drake, which is still a decently statted taunt for you, so not the worst in the world. At 9 mana, however, the low rolls are a lot more than the high roll, and the high roll is not that high anyway. We have Ferak, which is a useless 7/7, we have Asera, which is a useless 4/12, but we also have the Sleepy Dragon, which is a 6/12 taunt, so in some matchups this might actually be something you're looking forward to, but then again, in most cases the Primordial Drake is also going to be something that's going to get the job done for you, so you're probably better off holding back imbuing to 9 mana until you can actually jump all the way to 10, which is where the real damage is at, with the form of Briarspawn Drake. And the Runaway Blackwing is also not that bad, but if you actually get a Runaway Blackwing and then you get a Briarspawn, the Runaway is gonna deal the damage first, probably killing whatever the hell you want to deal damage on, and then the Briarspawn is gonna be empty for you, so that's not ideal, but still not gonna lose too much sleep about a Runaway Blackwing. It's still a very well statted, very well high utility minion for you. And like I said, it would be a very good idea for you to actually save equality for the Briarspawn imbued turn, so you can actually remove all of the enemy's health and then Briarspawn start blasting. For the matchups, I'm gonna use a similar list that's running instead of Hand of Adal Malorn, which arguably could be the better deck if we gotta be completely honest. It definitely sounds like the better deck in the mirror matchup, so there's that. But here we can see that Pain Demon Hunter might be a little bit on the shaky side, the Menagerie Death Knight and Space Death Knight a little bit too controlly for you, Fishing Priest is a little bit too quick, the rest pretty good however. For the mulligan, here's what the situation looks like going first, and second for that matter, Ages of Light would be the best for you, same with Bitterbloom, same with Gold Petal Drake, Red Scale Dragon Tamer very nice on 2 as well. I would not hold the Righteous Protector for a lot of matchups, but if you think you're going to be against a very fast aggressive matchup, or heck, if you already have Hand of Adal, maybe you can also hold on to Righteous. And Hand of Adal can also be good if you already have a good 1-drop like Ages of Light or Righteous Protector. The rest probably not so hot in most cases, even though if you're curving into Ursa and Maul, that might also be a consideration. Going second, again we can see plenty of the same stuff. Here maybe even Flutterwing Guardian is not that bad, even though it's not that amazing either. All around that's it for the deck. Not that expensive, not that cheap, but to be fair, everybody should be having Ursol. He's such a good card. Nomelia, everybody should be having right about now. She is a core card after all, so yeah, everybody has her. Anachronos is also a core card, right? Right? Think so. So, not really expensive deck. Very pleasant to be playing with, not so pleasant to be playing against, but that's none of our problem, I guess. Hope you enjoyed the guide, and if you did, a like and subscribe would be awesome. But now, let's check out some of our games on our road back to Top Legend with 11x. Hope you enjoy. Okay, what are you thinking here?
Okay. Maybe the Dragon Tamer, but yes.
Yeah, we just keep the Dragon Tamer here. I was gonna give you, hopefully, the free mana dragon, that'd be pretty good.
Job's done.
Okay.
Yeah. Still the Tamer or
I think I
Knight?
still go with Red Scale. This will help you hopefully curve out better sooner. He's not supposed to give you something to kill it off into though, so we're probably not going to be doing that on turn 3 anyway. But yeah, the 2 mana Bitterbloom sounds good with face. What did we cut to include Hand of Adal? Good question.
Do we hero power?
Might as well.
Yeah.
Free real estate. What did we cut to include it? One of the... I mean, there's no Yorin here, there's no Malorn, so I guess something along those lines.
Guardian.
Yeah, I think the Guardian sounds good here. Let's face and face. Yep. Music's lit. Did he get it? Did he do it? Yeah, probably will be a bit harder there. Okay, this is not the dragon he pulled from the Murloc. Okay. What do you want to do here?
Weapon and draw power.
Yeah, I like it. This denies him killing off his 3-4 as well. We would not be trading it, because if you do, that's going to give him free drop dragons, and those can be more of those, so we'd much rather just ignore it for now and just face it up. Good news is we have a quality consecration for later. Okay, that's about it. So at some point after Ursol, a quality consecration will guarantee 10 to the face. Yeah, Zephrys is also a card they play here and there. Ancient of Yore is not in here, Malorn is not in here, so depends on what the other deck ran, obviously. Okay. We would definitely be happier with 3 mana imbues, so let's just put down the 4 mana Flutter.
Yep.
Use the... Well, actually, we should have done the trade first, because if that gave you the gold petal... Would have we really played the gold petal, though? Maybe no. The 2 free trades, anyway.
And face trades.
Yeah, face trades it plus hero power. Let's do
Yep.
it. We could have also done the trade first to see if we get Anachronos, because that could have been one of the dragons you pull out of the... What's his face? But I think this is fine. He went for 4-cost dragons instead? That's kind of weird. Okay, give us some more of those gold petals, please. Nope. This second weapon's kind of interesting. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Next turn it's turn 4 for him. I'm not sure he will be going for the Anachronos, though. That'd be kind of weird out of him, especially given he knows we have Ursol plus renewing, most probably. It would allow to connect phase, though.
So weapon. Weapon and
that
metal?
does give you a lethal out. I mean, he's never gonna go for that play, is he? Yeah, let's go with the Mole plus 3 mana gold petal. Sure, it's kind of weird, but I think it's worth. Yeah, your face takes the hit for 4 faces, and let's see what that do. Next turn, we're still probably playing the Ursol, so we can actually do the potential consecration, quality consecration play. We'll see. We'll see how it feels. Sounds interesting, Haran. Not sure if that's better, though. Okay, that's mildly annoying. I'd say we do need to play the Ursol play here, don't we? Anachronos
Yeah.
is cool and all, but yeah, go with Ursol. And if you kill the 4-2, the 8-7 is gonna die. Is that the way? If you go face, he goes down to 8. But if he doesn't heal next turn, he's still dead to equality cons, so yeah, just kill the 4-2, I guess. Let's not risk it too much. Problem is he also has that combo, most probably. If he doesn't, he's gonna get it. Unless he gets unlucky with Anachronos, but I doubt it. Okay, he heals back to 22, so that's kind of fucky. Let's think about it. Were 6 drops good?
Better than 5 drops, hopefully.
Think so. Played a 3-mana Gold Petal Drake.
Yeah. And Dream Warden.
Is there a 2-drop we'd play? I don't think so. Hero Power first and then Dream Warden, sure.
Yeah.
See if you get a rusher. Play that. No rush. That's about it, apparently. Okay, good news is you get some shit on the board if he clears this with equality cons. Bad news is he's probably gonna do it with Anachronos in it. But I think we are the aggressor right now. If I was a betting man, I think we're in the better position unless he does some Malorn bullshit indeed. Okay, quality consecration is still a play. Does he possess such a play? Is the play in the room with us? No. Well, sucks to be him, I guess. So we have 20 showing with the end turn spell.
Mm-hmm.
Find the winning line.
There's no lethal here, is it?
I don't. Do we put Divine Shield 3-7? Then use the quality consecration.
Find the winning line.
Put down. Play the 3-mana Battle Picker first. Quickly. 3-mana Battle Picker, come on.
Yeah, I did.
2-mana Equality Consecration. The 3-7 kills. Played a 1-mana Righteous Protector. Actually, that was dumb the way we did it. And Hero Power. Okay. That was dumb the way we did it. We should have obviously done equality first there. I wanted to see what we're getting there, but that could have gone horribly wrong for you if you actually did indeed draw a bunch of Emerald Portal crap. But that was silly.
Lucky.
That was silly on so many levels too. We should have done the trade first, then equality consecration, then drawn.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I kind of brain
Yeah.
farted there. I keep forgetting equality goes both ways. Being a classic spell and whatnot, it's fair like that. He's gonna heal back to 21, so we are far from the carrot again. Doesn't have enough time to pick anything decent, so it's gonna be whatever the game picks for him, I do believe. Hopefully something shitty.
Do not confine yourself to linear thinking.
Hero power and use the 1 mana drop perhaps, or is it? Yeah,
Hand of
hero
Adolphus.
power. I
Hero
don't think
power,
so.
yeah.
1 mana
Okay.
armament. Actually, the 1/1 attacks into the 8/6 first. Then
Okay.
play 1 mana Dragon Scale.
Yep.
See if some interesting things come. Okay. Should we just play the 7 mana?
Yes.
Yeah, play the 7 mana in face. And put down Ages of Light, I guess. Okay, we're imbued in 8 mana idiots now. Those have Caligos, they have the 4/8 Dawn, they have a 6/6 Rush that takes only 1 damage at a time. I think that's the gist of it. Shit. We do have a dragon in hand, so that's kind of cool-ish. At this point, we basically just try to build big boards over and over again. Yeah, good job, Avelli. That's a lot of squatting. Squatting like you mean it. Good stuff. Not sure if it was a very bright idea imbuing last turn. The 7 drops could have given you so many Esandes or whatever the hell it's called. Oh god. Well, good news we have equality cons for this shit, but not for the next shit. Bad news, he has plenty more where that came from. Okay. Good news again. We are gonna be able to imbue up to 10.
Yeah.
So this could actually be lethal. If you equality consecration.
Yes.
And now you gotta do the 2 mana Bitter Bloom Knight into 1 mana Ages of Light. That's gonna imbue you up to 10. And now you have a bunch of targets for a potential 17/4, and honestly, you should get one. The problem is we only get 1 shot at it, so it's good odds, but not that good. Give it to the 4/1, I guess. I don't know. Sedge, that's all. Actually, that would not have been lethal, because this thing comes back together before it actually dies. That's so lame. Situation's getting hairy. Maybe Anachronos was the better play there. And a Chronos first into a quality consecration was probably the better line. But I got baited into thinking we can actually do a lethal there. I mean, it was the same amount of mana, but yeah, I know, kind of baited. He still has a quality consecration up his sleeve, sadly. But we might just get lucky and fill the board with a bunch of 14 sevens. If he has plenty of targets, that might still be the winning play. 6k is not that big amount, Umberton. If you just need it for dust, I wouldn't say it's the bestest thing you could be going for, maybe. Lucky for us, he never got a Sunday, or whatever the hell that shit's called. Last turn was a misplay using the consecration, by the way. All we had to do is actually just make them into small shits for this situation. Okay. Is there lethal here? There almost is.
Infinite possibilities.
Well, 6 mana no melee into the right 7/7. How to do it?
The right 7/7.
Yep. The 6/2 into the 7/5. 2/3. The 2/3 kills itself into the 7/1. We don't want those shits in here. This is guaranteed lethal now, isn't it? It is, but you can hero power and 3 mana paddle picker and go face with the 2/1, and that's about it. And this is always lethal, even into the 8/6 it's lethal, so we didn't even need to draw all of these extra idiots, but if we did, this would have given you extra damage, and it did.
It
Gave you a lot of extra damage. Okay. Sadly, it cost you the flawless victory. But a victory nonetheless. It's gonna have to wait for the fireworks. Kinda. Cool. That was good.
okay.
How many do we bench press? How many do you bench press, Aveli? Okay, against the Demon Huntered.
All that matters is this moment.
What do you want to hold on to?
Just the ages. Yeah, like the one. I would.
Not sure if I hate the weapon. It's up there. It's definitely up there. Against the Demon Hunter, I'd say Maul plus Aegis. You already have a perfect turn 1, so Aegis is, the Maul is a pretty decent 4-drop. That's a lot of curl, Aveli. Careful with them guns, man. You have a license for that? Yeah, let's age is. What the fuck is up with this green screen, man?
Relax your mind.
Thor and it's
Okay. I guess we don't give that much of a fuck about how much we're gonna be imbued. Use the 1-mana Ages again and hero power. Why wouldn't we? It's all right. Next turn, we could even consider Gold Petal Coin, Dragon Scale Armament for another shot at a free drop. Might be worth the tempo. Yeah, let's see the Gold Petal Drake and the Coin Armament. Another 3-4 would be ideal. Sad, but not the worst. Okay, this can get you a dragon quicker. Okay.
Weapon and red scale.
I wouldn't say we're in a hurry for the weapon shenanigans. I'd go hero power again into the pedal picker. That can give you a good chunk of stuff. But it didn't. Just tempo out the 0 mana dragon scale and kill the 3/3, I guess. He's probably gonna have Quillbore soon anyway, so it's not that ideal for you. You'd rather control his advances. Yeah, pretty good stuff, Aveli. Cannot complain. Okay, this is going to be giving you 4-drop, idiots. They could be okay, they're not too amazing, but this guy is definitely trying to push on our stool, so might have to resort to some violence ourselves. So let's play the 4 mana. If you do that, are we overdrawing? No. Yeah, play the Dream Warden, 4 mana. See what that do. Sup the balls. When the fuck? What? When did the Gorgon Zone become a 4 mana 4/4?
As I changed it.
When?
Patch.
I literally do not remember.
2 or 3
Dragon
patches,
Scale Armament.
4.
No, it wasn't 2 or 3. It should have been 5 or 6. Surely. Okay, that's about it. Another taunt. Can't say no to that. A while ago now. Yeah, I was wondering why we stopped seeing this guy, but never really registered for me. Probably did a video about it too, but never really registered. I did not realize. I think I remember it was when Terran Shaman was a thing, wasn't it? Terran Shaman days. Or was it Battlecry Shaman then? Something like that. Oh god. No, thank fuck, it was just for him. Regret. Okay.
Play
Whole lot of kicking is happening.
What is happening?
A whole lot of kick thiefing in.
Ah.
Find the winning line.
The Guardian and Protector.
I'm kind of thinking about
And
getting
no problem.
ourselves Soul and renewing Flame real soon, because next turn you might be begging for a Renew Flame, and turn after you might be begging for Soul, so... Maybe
Okay.
equipping the weapon right now plus playing one Righteous Protector plus Hero Power ought to do it.
The light dims, but we fight.
Sounds a boo, right? This guy never getting his Quillbores must suck for him. Next turn we gotta be careful if we plan on swinging. Because we'll be burning if we do that, if we just play the 7-drop.
What enticing power!
Sucks to be this guy. Nice healing, idiot. Oh, a dragon, don't mind if we do. Another one. Cool.
Then we can play
Yeah,
one.
just play the left one, I'd say.
Left one.
I think so, yeah. Let's just do that. Not swing with the face, I think.
Just
Is
chill
there a
it.
situation where he fucks us over for not swinging, though? What can he do? Doubt it. Yeah, just pass. We are burning the top deck anyway, but it's kind of whatever at this point. We weren't milling, now we are, but we kind of don't care at this point. Nobody said we gotta keep 100% of our cards. We're okay like this. Hey, see you around, Valley. Go get them gains, yo. Sucks to be this guy. Cool. Cool. Okay, now we're climbing.
We doubled our wins with this
Yeah,
deck.
this deck is paying for the Buff Hunter's sins. Post-ball trauma right there.
Not just aspect, but question your
Well, yeah,
life
in what
existence.
world was that the
Okay.
correct place? If you notice something's afoot and it ate my dick, why wouldn't you question it?
That's why I questioned it.
Yeah, but did you know? Did you know? Against the dick.
I did.
Full
Okay.
toss, I'd say.
Protect. Okay.
I wouldn't hold on to anything here. A lot of space dicks and blood dicks out there for us to care about that. Okay, not ideal. Yeah, you know it, Sullen. You know it. Even though we don't have any other spell right now. Nah, fuck that. Let's just pass the next turn. We're gonna coin out the Petal Drake.
Yep.
Okay, he is indeed Starshit. In this case, might as well just Brittle Bitter Bloom. Yeah, I'd say Bitter Bloom is fine here.
Okay.
That's kind of okay for you if you're looking to click, and I think we
Is
are.
it
Yeah, play it and use the hero power, yeah. This way next turn you can gold pedal and actually fish for more free drops perhaps. God damn, that would have been such a good win. Sadginess. Yeah, let's play a gold petal Drake and use one of
And,
those armaments. Not great. Does it ever coin another one? I think it is. Let's try and pressure that ass. And kill one of those. Not great. Okay. Next turn, Hero Power into Dream Warden ought to do it. Keep that pressure going. Ew. It's a lot of card draw. Consecration is also a play.
Consecration, Hero Power.
Maybe Red Scale plus Consecration. Nice.
There is no hope for evil.
Yes.
Equip the weapon. Oh, so, and
Yeah, equip a weapon and Hero Power.
Hero
You'd like
Power.
to have some of those in there. Your face plus the 2 free kill. This guy kinda healthy, isn't he? 47 health on turn 6. That is the wrong direction his health should be going, but
Yeah, the maximum is
that's
55.
none of my business. None of my business. Okay.
Okay. Paddle, Hero Power, Hand of Fatal.
I'd rather we still remain at 3 drops here, so let's Hero Power Hand of a Doll first.
Okay.
Okay, there's one. Is it another gold petal? It is the little booger. So yeah, play, well, actually, you could also play the red scale. But, sitting... Do we care about drawing that much? Ah, fuck it. Play another gold petal and go face with the minion. And maybe even the weapon, because you have another maul lined up, so might as well. Gotta fin it out. And finally, we're making progress. Get the camera. We dealt 1 damage. Well, that's real fucky now, wasn't it? 1 in 33. 1 in 3, that is. Of course. Fun E. It's not the most important thing in this matchup, but it would have helped. 30 damage often helps, you know. Okay, we're gonna try and sit on 7 drops for a while, because this Andre is gonna help big time in this one.
Yeah.
Hero
So,
Power again, red scale,
Hero-
weapon.
red skill, weapon. Protector?
Might as well whip it out. And play it on the far right would have been... actually, it's kind of whatever. And go face again.
Okay.
It doesn't matter that it's not on the far right. It's not like he can't target with the suffocate. That does not look like it's Andre. It's Andre, is how he's called.
Hero power is quite sure.
You
Do
can
we
also
want
kill
to
off your 2/3 into his
trade-
4/4 so we can fish out the Dream Warden.
Okay.
And yeah, hero power played a Dream Warden. Hopefully that gives some Sandre bullshit. That ain't it. I would not go as far as to draw this many more. We should have
No.
actually swung with the weapon first so we had bigger odds of actually drawing a little bit of extra portals, but it's fine. Just go face with everything.
Including weapon?
I think so. He should not be drawing cards for us. Yeah, whip it. We do have a dragon enhance that is 3 damage is the happening. Or good or bad. Sedge. Not even Sedge here. Sandre, come on, bitch, you piece of shit.
No sun. Okay.
Hero power, righteous, 3 mana pedal picker, see what that do.
The light dims, but we will fight.
No Sandres, huh?
Thinking.
That's kind of shitty because we kind of were relying on that a lot.
Yeah, but we
But
have to play some.
yeah, I guess he played an imbue shit, 4 mana imbue. That's all. Not
We can
ideal.
view. Why? No. Once.
One Sage is top decks, you are imbuing enough, but it's not great.
The 10 drop is good again.
10 drops are good. You get 2 options, either the Runaway Blackwing that deals 10 damage to a random enemy minion, or the Prior Spawn that deals its damage and goes face with the rest. Thank you for the follow, Sitxi. Yeah, that's a decent chunk of damage he allows us. Oh, we even get a rusher too. Okay. Things are getting spicy.
Okay. Do we
We
do
have a ton of damage actually.
consecration? Then trade with the Rush.
Is this right?
Go everything face.
Yeah, let's go Consecration first.
There is no hope for evil.
Trade around.
6/6 rushes,
Rush.
yes.
Yeah.
Do we have a way to draw cards? We do, but we don't have too much
Yeah.
room. But we need only one room right now for that to potentially give you another rusher, which would be a good chunk of damage, but not lethal, so probably not worth
But-
it.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
Played a 7-mana spell, Renewing Flames.
Hero
Go
power.
face with everything else. Hero power, yes. And let's stay at 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Corpse Explosion does clear this crap. Exactly. Exodar would be a damn shame too, because he has decent ship. Is he gonna have the Reborn on this crap? Please don't, you piece of shit. Was it next to it? Of course it was. Of course it was. Well, not a full clear, but it's real sucky. What the fuck happened there? Oh, the free damage AoE happened. That was kind of
Yeah.
cool, but far from over for this guy. Let's see. Caligos is still Caligosing. I think it's time for us to move down to 10 drops now.
Yeah.
So let's go with the...
Okay. With
Oh,
the
we're gonna go
Guardian.
for... Didn't get a single rusher, sadly. We gotta be careful here, because you need the room. And it just gives you worthless idiots. So play the 4-mana Flutterwing first, yeah. We're gonna have the hero power each turn now. So go ahead and do that. Do we care for another renewing? Probably not. Nah, play the 1/0 mana Aegis. And just go face with everything else. This guy's playing hard to get.
Being crack.
Up.
Room for the 10 drops.
Surely. Well, hero power again. Good news is this 12/7 is gonna do the damage first. Anything else worth doing here? Not really. Just pass. That's our game plan now. Top deck wars versus Death Knight Horse. This guy has a 17-19. We are actually getting close to Dedge. Teague is not amped up too hard now, but it will soon. Good news, you have both your equalities, so if he's dumb enough to actually give you a board, you will be able to equality and actually trigger on it. I think he is dumb enough. If he gets all copies too. That's a lot of bullshit.
I have few cards remaining. No more cards.
Sads. Double sads.
Hero power. We go with the Manas.
Nah.
No.
Quality no Melia probably sparks more joy for us. Yeah, try quality
Okay.
no Melia. Actually, hold up. The free one attacks into the 17 one first. Okay, now no melee attacks into the
Middle.
wait a minute.
Down.
Yes. Do that.
Time is running out.
And you can go face with everything else. We're gonna
Yes.
do the job. That's about it. No need. Okay. That's decent. He does have Kill Jaden in there. He needs the room though. I think we got this. Just got it slow though. Does look to be all in.
I have few cards remaining. No more cards.
Okay. Hero power again is happening. No. Yeah, it should be equality again.
Is this right?
Equality and renewing flames.
10-1 into the 12. Play Renewing Flames.
Mhm.
Time is running out.
I'd say we just pass. These are gonna handle it.
Yes.
Okay, that was decent-ish. That's fine. Ain't he dead? Looks dead to me. Hero power in the tenor though. But now with equality, if you get yourself a 17-4, 12-7,
I have
that should
Yeah.
be it.
cards remaining.
Let's see. There's one.
Cards.
Hold up. So if the tenor goes face first, he's gonna be at 24. I mean at 14. So it's not lethal. Hero powers happening, yeah. I'd say it's not worth doing anything here because this is still clearing the board anyway.
Okay. So
Yeah, let's just pass. It was never lethal, no matter what you
No.
top deck, that was the worst. He should have one more corpse explosion in there and he knows it. If you top deck a 17-4 first next turn, you win. He's planning on launching that starship, it has 4 armor in it. Play that and launch. Doesn't launch. Well, 17-4 is GG. As long as it comes first. 12-7. What the fuck are these random numbers I speak? Come on, 12. There you go. Just end turn GG. Yeah, now you come, you piece of dick. Thank fuck you didn't flex with the pedal picker against him. Okay, that was definitely a slow ass win, but a win's a win.